No, we don't need that because it's just well.
Does it have the?
No, I don't got it.
Crash and need some cash? Don't start panicking. Just call Flanagan Injury Law Group, 773-789-8-LAW, or visit our website, windycityinjury.com. Attorney Flanagan has settled millions of dollars in cases for car crashes, truck cases, slip and falls, medical malpractice, police misconduct, and more. No one wants to be injured. But if you are, make the best of it. Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrate in serious injury, wrongful death, or medical malpractice. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We are here to help. Our team is experienced and dedicated.
What's up, Facebook?
And justice. Call us at
We had some technical difficulties, but we are here.
WindyStateInjury.com.
Facebook, who y'all got for the game tonight?
The Bulls.
Hey, what?
Oh,
You can be a part of this because everyone's job is Pacers. I'm with the Pacers, bro. They blue collar, bro. They pick up 94 feet, bro. And they too unpredictable. You don't know who to guard, bro. Yeah, you don't know who to guard.
what is tonight?
Yeah, game one.
Game one.
Yeah,
I'm betting on the Pacers.
yeah.
Who they going against? The Knicks?
So they're going against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh,
Yeah.
both of them are underdogs.
Well, I mean, this is the new NBA.
Thunder's the best team in the league.
Right, this the new NBA now, man. Like, ain't no more LeBron and stuff, man.
They're old.
I'm saying though,
Gonna
look,
phase out.
in the you want to go in or you want to which one?
What's going on?
We trust.
We got 30 seconds.
Information. The experts.
I'm just saying, like in the '80s it was Magic and Bird, in the '90s it was Jordan, and the 2000s it was the Lakers and San Antonio, and the 2010s is LeBron and stuff. Bro, it's a new person every year. This year. I mean, in the 2020s, unpredictable.
Secure home and automation today at 866
And Halliburton.
344 and take control of your safety. That's 866-447-3344.
Where's the action, Jansen?
I'll tell you what's going on.
So, what's going on June 4th, 2025? U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents, aka ICE, detained at least 10 individuals during a routine immigration check-ins at a South Loop facility in Chicago, sparking immediate protests and political backlash. The facility, operated by BI Incorporated, manages ICE's Intensive Supervision Appearance Program, ISAP, which monitors immigrants through ankle bracelets and regular check-ins. Witnesses reported that the detainees had been compliant with their check-ins and received no prior warning of arrest. The sudden detentions led to a protest involving approximately 50 people, including city officials. Alderman Byron Siccho Lopez and Alderman Anthony Quezada were present. Quezada was reportedly pushed to the ground by agents during the confrontation. Mayor Brandon Johnson condemned ICE's actions, labeling them reckless and dangerous. ICE stated that the detentions were based on judicially authorized final orders of removal. However, advocates and city officials criticized the operation's secrecy and the lack of communication regarding the detainees' identities and destinations. Families were left in the dark about the whereabouts of their loved ones, leading to widespread confusion and fear within the immigrant community. Now, this incident has intensified the debate over Chicago's status as a sanctuary city. Now, the city's welcoming city ordinance prohibits local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration enforcement. A recent proposal to amend this ordinance to allow such cooperation was blocked by the city council. Now, the detentions have prompted calls for emergency hearings to investigate ICE's actions and their alignment with the city policies. The event underscores the ongoing tensions between federal immigration enforcement and local policies aimed at protecting immigrant communities. As the situation develops, city officials and advocates continue to demand transparency and accountability from federal agencies operating within Chicago. So it's very interesting. Now, of course, we're a sanctuary city. We have the welcoming city ordinance. I didn't know what was going on, but social media has been in an uproar about this incident because and of course, our Latino brothers and sisters are a little upset. But I just don't understand why we always blame like the mayor. So I was seeing the mayor. He needs to do more. Well, what was he supposed to do? Come out there and fight the ICE agents? I don't get it. He condemned them. He does not support it, and those are his views and the views of the supporters that voted for him because he supports that. We don't all agree with the sanctuary city status. We don't all agree with the welcoming ordinance status. Some do, some don't. But why do we blame people that really can't do anything about it, right? Blame Donald Trump because he's sending the ICE agents to Chicago to detain the people. Jarrell,
Oh, what?
what do you have to say?
Man, I think that Mayor Brandon Johnson is doing a great job, a phenomenal job, and I think people need to give him a little grace.
Now, Jarrell, this is not Whispers After Dark. It's a brunch room. You could use your daytime voice. He wanted the believers to him. Oh, it ain't Wednesday, hump day hookup. You
Come
try to
on.
get your hookup going. But listen, we're gonna, we're praying because anytime, and I hate that they are falsely accusing people, detaining the wrong people. It's just like a mass raid, and they snatching up whoever look of Spanish descent, and that's not right. And in this story, these people were going to be checked on in, check on. They got monitors on, but my mind is, if they got monitors on, why don't you just go pick them up from where they at? Because you monitoring them. So that kind of confused me too. But nobody should be taken away from family and loved ones without warning, without due process, and without humane tactics. And so to just snatch people up when they're thinking they're going out now, some kids are looking for their mother or their father or their brother or their sister, and they don't know where they're at. That's where the compassion comes in. But I also understand the flip side that th- this is a country of law and order, and there are rules that must be followed. And the Gen Zers in the background, millennials, are putting their air quotes up. It is I don't know. It's a sticky subject that I try to, stay out of. The old quartet singers used to say, "Sweep in front of your own front door before you try to sweep in front of mine. Just don't send no ice agents to the west side, because then we're gonna have smoke in there."
I mean,
Oh well, wait. I guess you can come to the west side because we do have a lot of new neighbors, but just don't come. Jarrell, take me out of here because you got me about to say the wrong thing because you playing in the background. We are praying though for all of those affected because that's what we're called to do as Christians and believers. And so, let's take care of our communities and our business and pray for those who are being what they are calling unjustly attacked.
mhm.
And with that being said, it is Throwback Thursday. We're going to keep the show rolling. It is First Church of Deliverance. It is one of my favorite songs, and it's my life's theme song. I put up on social media last night that no matter how hard life may get sometimes, and no matter how busy my day can be, I am still living a blessed life. And I know through it all, God has been good. He continues to be good. And as long as He is God, He will be good. It's First Church of Deliverance. He's been good right here on the Brunch Fund. Can you pick that pen up? Um, hey, Gerard, I can't talk to you about no political topics. He got to come up the West Side, and then you're right. We do have a lot of neighbors that don't look like us on the West Side now.
What they coming to get the women for? The women ain't did none to nobody.
Oh God,
You
this is.
support somebody. I
If you do one,
understand.
if you do it for one, you got to do it for others. The pendulum of justice should swing
We
equally.
could use a few more, You know what I mean? Like the women ain't did nothing to nobody, bro. These men acting
I thought
up.
the Latinos always been out west though. Like
They have.
No,
Yes, they have.
no, we ain't had. They
Bro,
they
go
have
to
not specific neighborhoods, but
not right. I mean, that's like they got South Side areas. You got, but not West Side. You ain't come now. You may see one or two Mexican families on the block, but it ain't been frequent like
I'm
that.
saying it makes more sense to see them out there because I mean when you start hitting like Pilsen and stuff, that's over there where I watch them anyway.
Well, that's kind of Southwest, right? And so, of course, Pilsen is a Hispanic, South Lawndale, but not West Side.
I hear what you saying, bro, but all
Like
this,
you see a few Mexicans in Inglewood, but you ain't seeing blocks of them.
all Cicero is all Mexican, bro.
Well, right, Cicero,
The
yeah,
whole Puerto Rican area, you know what I'm talking about? The Humboldt
Humboldt
Park area,
Park.
all that.
That's different.
But I'm saying though, look, you got all Hispanics on one side, and you got all Puerto Ricans on the other side, and you got all these black people in the middle, bro. These black people in the middle, bro, they used to being around Hispanics, bro. These black people in Inglewood, bro, ain't no Hispanics nowhere. Like
It's some Hispanics in
it's
Inglewood,
more than
and
that.
they
This
coming now.
when I
Yeah.
was a kid, it wasn't nobody that was even light skinned around Inglewood.
When I was a kid, we didn't have it. Only time I saw Latinos, Mexicans was when I crossed,
When you went over there.
when I went 3 blocks down in Cicero, Illinois.
No, tell you this.
Tina, what you mean? Everyone doesn't do the census. What's up, DJ Bilo? Birthday is coming up. When is your birthday, DJ Bilo? I will be at your birthday party. I hope. Tina said they deep in West Inglewood now.
Really? Yeah, because it's just a migrant situation. It's a whole.
But see, we have a lot of Venezuelans now on the west side. That's what you see. Like next door to my parents is a 4-unit building and it's all Venezuelan.
You really know what country they coming from.
Well,
I'm asking you, like you said Venezuela, but like,
well, the majority of them came from Venezuela.
if they came from Colombia, they just told you Venezuela. Would you really know?
Well, I don't think we had a high migrant of Colombian migration.
You know what they told you, bro. You don't know what you told you.
Oh Lord, you don't believe nothing.
I speak Spanish. You don't know what, bro. You only can believe what they tell you, bro. Bro, I might have a crazy record Dominican Republic, bro. And I get here, I'm gonna tell you I'm Venezuelan. Because if you start searching my Dominican Republic record, you gonna find me.
But see,
I'm gonna just tell it.
I was gonna say, well, for me and my fiance, we get to different accents.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
because your fiance is Mexican, right?
So, to us,
Some of y'all Hispanic.
to us,
He Hispanic too. He Haitian. He Venezuelan.
I mean, bro, after you be around their family so much, you might as well, you know what I'm saying?
they claim you.
You know what I'm saying? So
And you know the difference in the different ethnicities when you're around them.
I know because of the girls I done dated, bro. But if I
And they will let you know because if they not a Venezuelan, they will say I'm not a Venezuelan.
I don't know that I would let.
But I know the ones next door to my parents are Venezuelans because my nephew talked to them.
Now, this movie,
But I also know that, and it's one thing to say we love everybody and come to the community, but you got to take care of the community too. So
Yeah, for sure.
she's having an issue with them throwing garbage bags out the window and leaving them in front of the house, or instead of in the yard now you just stacking garbage bags under the back porch versus making sure they get in the garbage, which causes rats and rodents. And so those are good concerns,
that's just the community.
That's what happened to us.
No, that ain't the community because that wasn't happening before the Venezuelans came.
I was gonna say that happened to us because we had some neighbors for maybe about 2 months. We could definitely tell that they just crossed over, and yeah, our backyard was full of like clothes and trash and stuff like that. They didn't last long; they were gone.
They found no place to squat.
When I was a kid, there was one Hispanic family and one man on the next block. The majority was in other neighborhoods. Yeah, that's true. Jarrell.
I don't know about the west side, bro.
And that's the south side shit about too, but they coming. Well, here's the deal. I just watched the video, and I wish I could have played it by John Hope Bryan. I'm gonna send it to both of y'all to watch.
You got 50 seconds. How much more? What's the song?
So, what's the next song?
She just can make the difference in me. Shirley Caesar.
Did you play Wonderful Savior Fellowship?
No. You want to play that?
Play that. I ain't a big. Well, let me not say that to y'all. I do like Shirley Caesar, but that song.
You can work it out.
Oh, do we have that in there? Yeah, put Father Hayes Colin Powell.
What are you gonna say about John?
Oh, he was talking about the difference in black people and black Caribbean people and Africans. And he said black folks lack self-esteem, but we have confidence. Whereas our brothers from the Caribbean and Africa, they lack the confidence, but they have self-esteem. And that's why when they come here,
What's the definition of self?
so self-love, how you
perceive
perceive yourself. The black diaspora suffered from slavery longer than any other black people on the planet. And so they had nuclear families longer than we have. So that's why we
I think
like,
it's self-esteem. I think it's pride.
No, it's self-esteem because we don't love ourselves as much. We don't have pride in certain things.
But this is pride.
Well, but that's why the
It's all
self-esteem is all the
it's all
same.
the same. Yeah. But you think that come from? I think that comes from the lack of fatherhood. I don't think that's a lack.
Yeah,
of,
but the lack of fatherhood
comes from your. Okay,
Right.
it's all trickle down.
Well, systemic racism, but we have confidence because we fight hard and have overcome so much.
yeah, we built our entire
So we built everything. We've made it through slavery. We made it through. Yes, I do, because black people can do anything. We can.
I
We
don't know if you can have one without the other.
what self-esteem and
Without
confidence. You can,
I think if you get self-esteem and not confidence,
but that's what's called depression.
no,
You can see confident people walk in the room, have millions of dollars, but they still depressed and they end up killing themselves. So that's the self-esteem. That's self-love. And because we lack the self-esteem, what he was saying,
it's not confident at that point.
confidence comes in many.
You can't have one without the other.
You can,
No, you can't, bro. Bro, if you have confidence and you don't have self-esteem, then your confidence is just inflated. It's false confidence.
but that don't mean it ain't confidence. It's still you said
That's
I
not
can
confidence.
confidently walk in the room, but self-love and self-esteem is like I'm gonna use a woman. I mean, men have it too, but like a woman is confident, can walk in the room, know she look good, but her self esteem is low. So if you, her confidence is easily struck down
That's
because
not
you tell
confidence then.
you know what I was
it
It's
is.
not.
would
It's
say
fake.
I would say
It's confidence makeup.
I think it,
I'm so serious.
Confidence makeup. Go.
I think in
Let the Gen Zers talk.
I think in between the self-esteem, I think you can internalize harmful beliefs about yourself,
Mhm.
but still have like confidence. Like for example,
Yeah, that you overcame it.
yeah, well, not overcame, but like internalized anti-blackness. You can believe something like, "But too many black people is a bad thing."
Yes.
Still be a confident person. That has nothing to. That's innately bad self-esteem about your people, about your
Yep.
skin color. But you don't do that.
Okay.
And that's what
work.
creates the crab in the barrel syndrome. And why? Because as a whole, not individually, as a race of people, black people, we lack the self-esteem culturally together. And that's what, like Justice said, we don't think if it's 10 of us in the room, I'm a confident person, but my self-esteem towards my race and people is like, yeah, there's too many Negroes in this room. So that's what he was saying. Thank you, Gen Z.
These words is getting miss without.
I'm gonna send you the video. I want you to listen. It was an amazing speech. But I say that to say this: it's like other races, because you were talking about Mexicans coming in our neighborhood or whoever, right? They understand building together because they have self love for their race. Because he mentioned how Ethiopians in DC come. It's culturally.
No, I can tell you where it come from. It comes from two parent households, bro. It come pride. You get pride from your father, bro, and from your uncles and from your granddaddy and stuff like that, bro. And they just got more households with two parents in it, bro. They actually, honestly, bro, I seen something when I was a little kid in my Hispanic homie house that I'd never seen in my house, bro. Growing up.
See how you have a Hispanic homie, you live in Inglewood. Oh, I thought you grew up in Inglewood.
Bro, wait. One thing I realized, bro, is that they have a little bit more respect for like dads and uncles and stuff like that. I seen my Hispanic homie, bro. His mama checked his older sister about the way she was talking to his dad, bro. My mama would never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's systemic
Yeah.
racism.
I'm saying though, but when you got a family that's got that pride in it, bro, that masculine pride, bro, that's what that self.
But for 400 plus years, when they were taking the black man out of the house and then raping his woman in front of him, and he couldn't do nothing about it, and taking his kids,
That's not what killed us.
that is definitely what killed us.
No. We was all right to about the crack era, bro.
Nope.
We was building back, bro. The family, bro. Black families was on the up and up, bro. We was coming from the south. We was migrating, all type of stuff, bro. The 1970s, 80s crack era is what.
That's one of the things, but it's always been an issue in the black
That's
community.
the number one thing that made us stop trusting each other, bro. And when we stop trusting each other, we can't have no more economy. We ain't got no more business, no more nothing, bro. When you feel,
And guess what? They tore all of our businesses up. Do you know the Tulsa race
We
massacre?
could have built them, but we could have built them back up, and the reason we didn't is because we don't have that unification no more because of the crack era, bro.
And because of systemic racism. It ain't just the crack era. We couldn't rebuild Tulsa because of lack of access to capital. And when they were giving white farmers and white business owners loans with no, you could buy a house for $100,000 and you ain't gotta have no money down, no credit, no nothing. But a black man couldn't buy a house. He got it on what is it, contract. Well, now you paying three times what the house is worth. You still don't really own the house, and you built their wealth.
Great, but you got to get to even that level of even having that type of knowledge in the first place. You understand the crack era made so many people drop out of school, bro. It implanted up.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it didn't.
yeah.
That was just another piece of the puzzle that tore our communities up.
That 20 to 25 years did more like worse for our community than slavery did.
No, no. Oh Lord, no. Kanye West.
As far as
Slavery is real.
breaking up homes, as far as everybody having drug addicted family members and drug selling family members, as far as the amount of people that went to prison because of drug, the whole 1990s crack laws and all of that, bro. The music that was made out of it, that you know what I'm saying.
No,
People, bro. That 25.
I'm agreeing with you.
Y'all are saying the same thing,
Yeah.
different fonts.
Yeah, it's just right. It's the same. I agree with you, but I don't think that's the sole issue.
Bro,
It was just another one of the issues.
That era don't come, bro.
I would say
When Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement and men got up with signs that said "I am a man," you know why that was? It was because white men and women were treating them like boys, and in front of their wives and daughters, they couldn't talk to a white man because they could get strung up, killed, murdered, their family house burnt down, and so those are issues that broke. All of those just kept breaking it down, breaking it. You know, a steady drip can break a brick. Did you know that?
But you still saying it's black versus white. When the crack era came, bro, now it's black versus black, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
That's
You
true,
keep saying
Tina.
it's black versus white, man. They keeping us from this, bro. When the crack era hit, now we keeping it from each other, bro. Now we turning against each other. Now it's I got a couple dollars in my pocket. He don't got nothing. I'd rather flex on.
You
that
know what
than give him a
doogie
couple
is?
dollars.
Do you know what doogie is?
Heroin.
Right. And you know, because before the crack epidemic, it was the doogie epidemic in the 60s, where Bumpy Johnson, the Italians were flooding our street, and that tore up our families too. But that was before the crack epidemic. So that's what I'm saying. It's always been some type of epidemic to tear the black nucleus, the black family down.
Different because crack was
Because it was in your era.
no.
That's why.
It was towards teenagers. It was a kid. It was a kid thing.
But the doogie was.
I'll say it's only different just because it was the most effective. We're still, I think, out of all.
No, crack is cool, bro.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. They just said if you had parents that didn't build up your self-esteem as a child, you had no self-esteem. The first ones to love you is supposed to be your parents. That is so true too. But watch this. The black family, but the black family, the black man was taught you don't love your kids, you don't show no emotion, you don't compliment them because they were taught that by their parents and by their grandparents because of this.
You had to be a different person, bro. Yeah, and
I think now we're breaking generational curses because we see more black men loving their families and their kids.
I mean, you also don't gotta be tough as you used to be. Like you gotta understand, bro. We got whoopings and stuff growing up because our parents had to
We never had to be that tough, but systemic
Your
racism.
parents had to prepare you for the world that you was living in, bro. You ain't gotta raise your kids to be around little project kids, bro. But
That's it. That's
your
true,
parents
Tina.
did have to raise you around.
Tina said no matter what was put on us, we always had people that wanted more and those that didn't. Every generation has people that will always want a handout and those who want to build up. And that is true too.
You wanna
Come in. How long we got?
We got
No, not on the time. But like one more minute. I like this song. What?
Yeah, bro. I 100% like that 25 years, bro.
I mean, I blame Reagan for everything. I
Yeah,
blame him for everything. But like, I also do think that previous eras, it all just led up to that. I think they just traded. I think the powers that be traded in.
If the Willie Lynch letter is real or not, it serves a great point of reference to They said if you do this for hundreds of years, these people will be broke.
Yeah, they'll be broke.
And I believe we are in a season where broken people are being mended back together.
Yes.
I believe we're in a season where wealth is shifting,
Yeah.
things are changing, but
But also,
it takes us more than just me to believe that. And it's going to take time to build, but it takes more of us to understand where we at.
also watching,
Or they will do the same thing over,
right? And that's what I'm about to
and
say, bro.
and that is why we're in the season where Donald Trump is doing the things that he's doing, because it's a spiritual warfare that we're in.
Yeah.
This is not carnal or not physical. We're fighting spiritual forces that understand that black people are at the one of the best spots we can be in when it comes to the family, when it comes to building wealth, understanding we got access to resources that we've never had before. And actually, I hear you, Holy Ghost. I just got it. I was in a meeting this morning and I said, "Oh, I wish I would have had these resources 4 years ago." And she said, "Bro, Marcel, time wasn't 4 years ago. The time is now." And I said, "You know what, Doc? You are absolutely right." So we just got to understand where we at, tap into it, and move forward. Now that ends my TED talk. Where my offering at? Come on, Jarrell. Let's break it in.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your main man, Action Jackson. And I tell you, if you are not rocking with us on social media, you miss so much behind the scenes. We're going to continue to pray for our producer, Jarrell, because I think he may need more than prayer, mental therapist too. No, listen, if we have a good conversation. And for the first time in a long time, our Gen Z background justice said something really dope. And I appreciate it. But speaking of this Gen Z, I want to publicly shout out and congratulate our main man, Justice, who, as a Gen Z, knew to keep building generational wealth and the black family. We have to be married, and he proposed to his fiance. Congratulations, Justice. What's your fiance name?
Jocelyn.
Shout out to Jocelyn and Justice J&J, not the fish and chicken, the couple. How old are you, Justice?
I'm 25.
25, engaged, about to get married. Now, my pastor, if he's listening, I can understand. I'm gonna get a text now, but God honors marriage, and I was told just recently, my first lady, shout out to Dr. Shan. She said, if people understood, if you believe you're blessed now, wait until you're married and things will begin to happen because you took that first step. So we're praying that God continues to bless you and Jocelyn and your union to be for hundreds of years, to that he allows you to grace this earth and be fruitful and multiply. All right, brother Justice. I don't want to be the only one with toddlers stressing me out. I need everybody to be there. Jarrell, we're gonna pray for you. Cause we gotta find you a wife, man. We're gonna get you settled down. Believers. Jarrell, how old are you?
31.
31. All right, believers. He's 31, single, no kids, work for iHeartRadio. If you got some nice looking daughters, nieces, or granddaughters, DM us on Facebook or Instagram at the Brunch Bunch. We're gonna make a segment just for Jarrell. I've been saying it for years, but starting next week, Hump Day Hookup. On Wednesday, we're gonna be letting the daughters call in, and the Brunch Bunch gonna sponsor the first date, Jarrell. How about that? What you think? And we'll send a crew, Justice, out with you. Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna send a crew out to record the date, and we're gonna share it on our social media. I'm on a mission. We getting everybody
You
married.
don't get what you asked for.
All right, listen, DM us, send your, educated women. Jarrell said he has no type. He like all of God's creatures, women. He love them all.
Women.
Right, women, 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 women. Not uh,
Creatures.
Jarrell always gonna get me in trouble because he always got me to say some wrong stuff. But listen, um, yeah, we're gonna hook you up, Jarrell. I think that's gonna be nice. In the perfect world, what type of woman would you ask God to send you?
25 and 35, slender and God fearing.
Slender.
I like them thick too.
Okay, okay. Listen,
I like to eat,
uh,
so he like to cook, It's a match made in heaven.
all right. He's college educated. He's a brilliant young man. Listen, I'm getting messages already. All right, Jarrell, we're gonna get you married before the end of the year. Shout out to Tina Hammond. Tina said she was 24 when she got married, and 35 years later, they're still together. And Tina Hammond loves her husband because she got the picture of them on her page having dinner, I believe, in their backyard. I believe I saw that. So, listen, believers, line them up, line them up. Congratulations to Justice and Jocelyn. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good, we're going to work on Jarrell. But I did get up at church a couple of months ago and I said, I believe that God. Oh, Lisa said photo. I'm going to post a photo of him on our social media around Justice. By 2 o'clock, we'll have it up. And we, Lisa got a nice young daughter, college educated. Okay. All right. Listen, we making it happen. And then after that, we're going to there's some beautiful, mature, saved, sanctified women in God's church, in the body of Christ that are single, and we're gonna do some single and ready to mingle brunch events or something. We're gonna get everybody married in the church. Let's do it. Are you with me? I ain't got no help of it. Okay. Well, believers, I know you with me. We're gonna keep rocking with this Throwback Thursday. As long as I got King Jesus and my mate, I don't need nobody else. This is the brunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Lisa daughter, yep, she's a nurse. All right, a beautiful young lady.
No.
Why you why you want to in the health field?
I done already explored the whole medical field a little too much.
Oh my
They all know
goodness.
each other. Nope.
Letitia, happy birthday to your daughter.
Rush, or she work at USC.
Letitia, wait. Well, she too young for Jarrell, I think. Oh wow, Tina, I love it. The Hammond's Promised Land, $1 lot. That's what I'm talking about. Tina bought the lot next door to us, so she made it a nice outdoor space for them. Letitia's daughter is, I think, did she make 23? I think I saw on. That's too young for you. 23, 31. That ain't bad.
That is bad. That's bad for me. No. What am I talking to a 23-year-old about?
Oh Lord Jesus.
You feel me?
She is an educated woman and in media, I believe. She does like interviews and oh Lord.
They probably good at talking about what?
I don't know, y'all. We've had to take Jarrell off the dating block. He a little crazy.
Hey, look, you ain't saying nothing to anybody else ain't saying. What she know about MySpace? She don't know LimeWire. Like, come on, man.
Oh my gosh, you may not know something. She may know a new app. You don't know, old man.
You know, I don't even want to know. I'm gonna stay right in my old man, yo. And look, if you went to high school when I was in high school,
make sure you give Justice a nice picture of you, or we'll take one. We'll get the brunch fund behind you.
Yeah, take the ones with me when I was in Vegas. Them was I was happy.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
With the strippers.
Jarrell need help.
So the one with Miss Brazil and Miss Dominican Republic.
Oh my goodness. Y'all pray for us over here at the brunch fund.
We got 8 minutes.
Well, we got one nice young man, Justice.
Hey, look.
But he taken. Long as I got King Jesus. Long the weather is nice outside.
Every time my mom asks me when I'm gonna like start taking dates seriously, I just tell her like, I like white girls.
What?
Stop talking.
Man, that's the best kryptonite in the world, right?
Yeah, we gonna pray for you.
Come on, Mom. Becky don't want to meet you like that. Becky? Who is Becky? My bad. I ain't even supposed to say all that. My bad.
Jarrell is nuts, y'all. He is. Lisa said, "Don't judge all the nurses the same as we don't judge all men the same." That is right.
She a nurse though, for real. Like she got a plug on the cannabis cream, bro. Cause
oh my goodness, you and this you don't need a nurse for cannabis cream.
They got all the drugs at the hospital, bro.
You know what, Lisa? We're gonna leave Jarrell where he at.
Yeah, bro, they give me like, come on.
We're gonna get you an Army veteran woman. You need a woman that flip you when you get out of line.
No, that's why I moved out my mama house. Grace, did Jackson get you those?
Justice, I got everything you can think of, man. Make sure you get some nice pictures.
Jackson get you those?
I'm sure Jackson get all my mics. I don't know where you go. He pull up.
He's a reseller.
Yeah, he go everywhere. Online, he find them.
Yeah, about 6 minutes, man. What you want to do?
Come in. Okay. This jogging suit giving blue, not gray. I'm looking. Okay, Lisa, I will. Tag me in one so when I get off of here, I can. Tina said the psych ward is full of women. You may need it one out the psych ward. You crazy.
I had one of them. She a nurse.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm saying. Like, I know how that goes, man. All right, y'all ready? The old woman that's good at delivering bacon and stuff. Well, you know how that goes with bacon. Man. Ready? Three, two, one.
Well, here in Chicago, I believe we have some of the greatest elected officials. Now, we have to hold them accountable, but when they're doing good, we should also shout them out. So, Cook County has taken a significant step toward alleviating the burden of medical debt by erasing nearly boom, 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 $665 million owed by over a half a million residents. This initiative is part of the county's medical debt relief initiative launched in 2022 with the goal of eliminating up to $1 billion in medical debt using $12 million in federal funds from the American Rescue Plan Act. Now, that is so significant. I know some laws have changed, but there are times where your medical bills can come up on your credit and affect your credit. I am a proponent of I don't know what happened because I didn't ask no questions. It was like Monopoly, bank error in my favor, but some medical debt that I had on my credit for years was just one day gone. And you know what? I didn't call and ask no questions. I just thank the Lord for it. And so this is one of the things. So I hope that one of you listening has been a beneficiary of this. So the MDRI operates by partnering with nonprofit organizations like RIP Medical Debt and Undo Medical Debt. These organizations purchase bundled portfolios of medical debt from hospitals and health systems at a fraction of their face value and then forgive the debt for eligible individuals. Eligibility criteria include residing in Cook County and having an income up to 400% of the federal poverty level or medical debt that constitutes at least 5% of annual income. Significant collaborations have been formed with local healthcare providers to maximize the program's impact. For instance, a partnership with Loyola Medicine resulted in the abolition of over $112 million in medical debt for more than 44,000 patients. Similarly, collaboration with the U Chicago Medicine led to the forgiveness of $173 million in debt for 85,000 patients. These efforts have provided substantial financial relief to residents, particularly in communities disproportionately affected by medical debt. The success of Cook County's MDRI has inspired similar initiatives across the country. In Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker announced a statewide program that has already erased 345 million in medical debt for nearly 270,000 residents. The program aims to expand further with plans to eliminate up to 1 billion in medical debt statewide. Cook County Board President Tony Pretwinkle emphasized the importance of addressing medical debt as a social determinant of health, stating that the MDRI is a critical step toward promoting economic stability and health equity across Cook County community. So shout out to Cook County President Tony Pretwinkle, all of the county commissioners, and of course Governor Pritzker for wanting to help eradicate debt because that is a social determinant of health because people don't go to the doctors because they don't have health insurance. And when you don't have health insurance, you get a bill, or you're underinsured and you get a bill. And so this just helps. So kudos to them. And believers, kudos to you on this Throwback Thursday. Thank you for hanging with me. I got it done all along with the gruesome twosome in the background. But I appreciate you for rocking with us. We encourage you on this Throwback Thursday in the spirit of the late, great Reverend Dr. Clay Evans. And we're praying for, before I go, please keep Valencia, my Valencia, and her entire family in your prayers. Her aunt passed away yesterday, fighting her battle with cancer, and it is a heavy blow to the Roman family. Shout out to her daughter Beverly and everybody. You know, it's just earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal, and we all wish that we could live long, healthy lives, but we never know the day nor the hour when we're gonna get up out of here. So no matter what you're going through, in the spirit of Reverend Evans, go home tonight, get in your bed, and pull the covers around your shoulders, and go to sleep because angels are watching over you. And he would also go on to say, it's going to be all right. And he, in the morning, he would say, it's already all right. So let's have that already all right mentality. We get it done Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 right here on the Brunch Bunch. Wasn't that a mouthful? I got married when I was 25. We've been married coming up on 39 years, but together for 45, 44 years. Shout out Terry Hall. Shout out to everyone. Marriage is a wonderful thing. It ain't easy, brother Justice, but it's worth it. My parents actually, 1985. Oh, they've been married 41 years this year. So that's so every black family, Jarrell, wasn't a single parent household, but they were far and few in between, and so we need it. All right, love you all. See you tomorrow. Listen, I only came here to be with y'all. When we didn't have no guests, I was gonna, cut it. Yeah, but I said I couldn't leave y'all in the hands of Jarrell and Justice because we would have lost all of y'all. See you tomorrow.